Hard work and determination of our area athletes. This is The Score on WQAD News 8.
Good evening and welcome to The Score Sunday. Happy NFL Sunday, but it also means that we are a third of the way through the high school football season. We had some big games in week 3 and one team made a little history. Coming up tonight, we'll talk with the Geneseo football team. The Maple Leafs beat Moline for the first time since joining the Western Big Six. Geneseo now 3-0 and a serious contender in the Western Big Six. We will meet a United Township football player that has overcome a couple of injuries to work his way back onto the football field this season. Our FCA Story of the Week will feature one coach who made a simple decision many years ago that turned into a lifelong impact for high school student athletes. And we'll show you who this week's Score standouts are and how you can vote for them on our sports page. But we start tonight with 3 members of the undefeated Geneseo football team. We have Luke Johnson, AJ Weller, and Jaron Neal. Guys, congratulations on the win in week 3 over Moline. You guys are 3-0 on the season. And Luke, I'll start with you. Going into that game against Moline, you had not beat Moline since 2009. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but you still hadn't beaten them since you've been a member of the Big Six. That you probably knew. So going into the game, what was the feel like for you guys going into the game and into their place?
I mean, we knew it was going to be tough. I mean, it's Moline. Moline's always just a good team. They run the ball well. They just play tough-nosed defense. We knew it was going to be a physical game up front. So we just had to come to play. And on top of that, we had to play at Browning Field, so we knew it was going to be tough. Did
you like the atmosphere of their crowd, your crowd, just the whole Browning Field thing? Did you enjoy that, AJ?
Oh, for sure. You know, it's fun to get our fans excited, and you know their fans get excited when they are successful, and it's just a fun back and forth game. The fans get into it on both sides, and yeah, it's just a really fun atmosphere.
Jaron, how important was it for you guys to get off on the right foot, not just in the first drive of the game, but just in the Big Six? Knowing you're playing the defending champ, they have a long win streak in the Big Six. There was a lot of things maybe going against you guys outside of your huddle. How big was it important for you guys to kind of have that confidence, go in there and pick up that win?
Well, I think just going into the game, we knew that we could win. We just had that feeling and that belief that as long as we go out and play our best, that we would win. And I think just going out on that first drive, we knew that we needed to start things off on the right foot, and I feel like we did that. So,
Jaron, I'll stay with you. That first drive, you get your number called, and you get a handoff. You get out to the right of the line there and down the right sideline, and you score a touchdown, a 41-yard touchdown. What was that feeling like for you to kind of get this team an early lead?
It was definitely a really good feeling. All my thanks goes to the lineman for blocking. The hole was wide open. And I saw the cut towards the outside, and it was straight for the touchdown. So,
Luke, when he said the lineman, that's one of you guys up front up there. When you make those blocks and you see him hit that hole, what's that feeling like as a lineman to see his number running away from you and you know he's going to score?
I mean, it's a great feeling, and especially when you hear the crowd it's a little bit quiet and you just hear them getting all riled up. That really gets a lot of us going, and seeing all of the linemen run down the field and just getting all excited, that's just really special, and I think that's really big for us.
AJ, for you at the quarterback on the offensive side, how important was it for that drive to be successful and kind of make a statement against them?
Oh, it was huge. The first drive, we weren't sure how well we'd be able to move the ball, and that first touchdown gave us a lot of confidence for the rest of the game. And really just our linemen really had stepped up the whole game, and after that first drive, we felt like, we can take these guys, and we felt really good. So,
Jaron, you go into the half with the lead, you score early to extend the lead. They tie it. Was there ever any doubt in your guys' mind, all right, it's a tie game, maybe they're going to come back here? Or was there always confidence on your sideline going, you know what, yeah, they tied it, but we've been playing some good football too?
I feel like we definitely had the confidence and the motivation on our side. I think we knew that the reason why they scored was just because we shot ourselves in the foot. But I think that we knew that we would come out with the win in the end. So,
Luke, you guys had lined up for a field goal before you kicked the game-winning field goal in that game. How much confidence did you have in Braden to line back up in that whole situation to put it through when he needed to with 32 seconds left?
I mean, I was nervous just like everyone else, and I believe the kick before that, or the attempt, was fumbled, or
it was
a bad snap. So I was scared. I was kneeling on the sideline with my teammates, but I knew when Braden stepped out there, he just has that swagger and confidence. I just thought, he'll drain it. So it was good to see that just go up through the uprights.
To be 3-0 now at this point, what does that mean to you guys?
It means a lot. I feel like last season we had to, play from behind in hopes of making the playoffs, and it was always the games were counting down on us before we had a chance to, really see where we were at. And so 3-0, right now we don't have any regrets, and we just want to keep the train rolling right now.
You have UT coming up this week. How quickly have you already flushed Moline? That's out of the system besides us talking about it here, and it's moved on to UT now?
Yeah, I think we're just trying to focus up on the next game and, just go for the win there and play our best. As long as we improve by every week, I think that's meeting the goal. So.
How important is it, Luke, for this team to keep that confidence going? But like you just said, to that momentum, you want to keep building. What do you do this week to build off last week's win to keep things going in the right direction?
Well, I think we just need to improve on the things that we didn't get done this week. We ran the ball well, but there's definitely some things we need to improve on, maybe like some blocks up front. We all played pretty good, but there's definitely some room to improve on. So I think this week we're just going to have a tough week of practice and just get after it and be ready for UT because they're a tough team, and we can't overlook them because they got a good quarterback and they can play ball. So we'll just have to go out there and play our best.
AJ, you guys, the three of you, and I know there's several other seniors that started playing your sophomore year. You guys kind of took your lumps that sophomore year. Last year, you kind of got a couple more wins under your belt. This year, do you feel like this team, because you've been playing for 3 years, everything's kind of not easier, but you kind of know the offense better. You know where people, you know what's supposed to happen. You know the routine a little bit better.
Yeah, for sure. I think experience is a huge part of our team. We have guys up front, Connor Mitchell and Nolan Famali and Carter Hausengay and Jason Foss and Luke and Landon Miller and all those guys. We've all been playing since we're sophomores. So there's not so much of that underclassmen shock of varsity football. It's more just we're focused on the task at hand and our opponent, and we just know that we just have to come in and be focused and do what we need to do.
You're one of those guys on offense, the weapons that you have. Yourself, AJ, your other running back is Stein?
Josh
Steins, yeah. So having so many weapons, so many options, does it make it easy for you guys to kind of pick and choose?
Yeah, I think, at least I think me and Josh as like a dual running back team, I have more speed and he's got a little bit more power, and I think that's definitely a good combination so that way we can both just stay fresh.
I think another huge part of that was Colton Schmolberg stepped up big time in the fourth quarter for us because we had guys cramping and going down because we've been playing hard all game, and he really stepped up as a key player for us.
Luke, you have the interesting dynamic of getting to play for your dad. How does that work for you? Are you able to separate father, son, coach, player pretty good, or how's that relationship go?
Well, I also play for my grandpa, so it's kind of like an all-around thing. But I'll call him dad up until kickoff starts. I'll say dad, and then when it's time to play, it's always coach. Like I've called him coach. He's a coach to me. He's a coach to us. So, but it's definitely special that I get to play around those guys.
And it seems like all you guys are like a son to him because you probably all hang out with each other and you're all around each other all the time. There's also a Reed on the field, isn't there?
Jackson Reed.
Yeah, so there's a lot of history when you guys step on the field. Well, guys, congratulations on the 3-0 start. Good luck against UT this week.
Thank you.
Go get yourselves another win, a few more wins, and heck, keep winning. You'll be Big Six champs, right?
Yeah.
Good luck the rest of the year.